I was sitting reading the paper when my son yells from the other room. "You got to watch this! He's on TV!" "Who is?" I ask. That guy that everyone's talking about. They've got him on the news. It's just starting." So I turn up the volume and watch. I've heard the gossip everyone has about this fellow with ideas above his station, but it makes good telly and gives us something to talk about. Last week he was crashing the big parade in the city. It was all over the news. Made a right spectacle of himself, he did. It was all just a publicity stunt, of course, and I bet the crowd was paid to be there. Hosanna this and Hosanna that. Still, it was more interesting than the footy. So what's he doing now? It had better be good. It's Sabbath this evening and I've got stuff to do. It's just a massive crowd, another parade. Yeah, seen that. Same old, same old. I'm about to go when I see the hero of the hour coming through the crowd. But this isn't like last week's parade. There's no red carpet, no paparazzi, no flag waving or autographs. Instead, it's all armed guards and a lot of shouting. Nasty shouting. The crowd parts and he's... Oh. Turn it off. I don't want my son to see this. There's enough violence without watching it on the telly too. Why did they have to beat him up like that? Everyone loved him last week and he's done nothing wrong that I know about, but they went and arrested him anyway. The papers had a field day. And once you get on the wrong side of the state security, well, that's where you end up. How did it get this way? Wasn't he supposed to be a king or something? Of course, no one believed it. We all had a bit of a laugh at him. I mean, he's from Nazareth, and we all know that nothing good comes from Nazareth. That's what my mum used to say, anyway. But I suppose I had this sneaking hope that maybe she was wrong. Might be nice to have a king like David back again. Get rid of this flipping state security. Bunch of filthy heathen. Anyway, I'd better get going. There's this bloke I have to see. I hate this kind of thing, but I'd better go up. I promised his wife I would. An old workmate of mine, you see. We did our apprenticeships together, but he was caught nicking stuff and got chucked out and never made a straight penny since. We've stayed mates, but he's more rough than diamond, you know. Yeah, anyhow. We both knew this day would come, and it's come today. Friday. Bad Friday. He's finally got his comeuppance, see. I can't say I'm surprised. Stupid idiot. He's had it coming for years, but it don't make it any easier. I promised I'd go and be there at the end, but, oh, I kind of wish I hadn't now. I called to my son. Just going out for a few hours. I'll be back before Sabbath. So I walk down the road. It's outside the city where they do... Well, that's where it ends. I meet the crowd I saw on the telly. They're going that way too, with a beat-up bloke from Nazareth. Might as well follow them, I guess. You know... They were reading some stuff at synagogue last week that made me think. It's from the scroll of the prophet Jeremiah. How did it go now? Something like, I will raise up for David a righteous branch, a king who will reign wisely and do what is just and right in the land. Oh, Jeremiah, that'll make a nice change, I can tell you. And then there's that other bit. See, your king comes to you, lowly and riding on a donkey. Hey, I can never remember, is that Zechariah or Zephaniah? Anyhow, I love that bit. Never understood it, but always loved it. But it made me think about the bloke last week. When he did that riding on a donkey thing and got his picture in all the papers, it reminded me. "Hosanna to the Son of David!" the crowd were yelling, and there he was, on a donkey, mark you, and parading along like he was the fulfilment of all the law and prophets. Then he wonders why he gets into trouble with state security. But a donkey, like Zechariah, whoever, said, were it just coincidence? It makes you think, doesn't it? The prophets, they couldn't really be talking about him. But it's daft. I mean, kings don't look like that. No king I've ever seen anyhow. And not like this poor wretch, struggling here along the road with his cross and his bleeding back and the cameras licking up every juicy detail. Looks like he's had quite a beating. What a mess. And this crowd has certainly changed its tune. Bunch of hypocrites. They ain't calling me king now. Listen to 'em, huh? And so we arrive. They call this place the Skull. Sounds about right. And I watch. I try not to. But the horror somehow nails my eyes to the scene. There's my old mate getting himself spiked onto a Roman cross. Stupid moron. Why did you have to? Didn't you think of your wife? Your kids? I catch his eye. We both look away. But I think he's glad I'm here. And then he do some other poor sod. Doesn't look like there's anyone here to watch with him. Not a surprise. You're really on the scrap heap when you end up here. Even God doesn't look down on a hellhole like this. And then him, the bloke from Nazareth. Pity, really. He seemed like a nice guy. My mate's a bit rough, put a few blokes in hospital, but this guy, by all accounts, healed people. Even scum like Romans and Samaritans. I don't know what he's done to deserve this, but that's the system for you. They raised the crosses and dropped them into the post holes, each with a sickening thud that sounds like the door of heaven slammed shut. And I wait to watch my mate die. State security pigs are playing dice. Nice. There's some women crying by that bloke from Nazareth, but that's about it. It's like time stopped. Like the world is holding its breath, waiting for something to happen. It's going to be Sabbath soon. I hope it doesn't take too long. No, that didn't come out right. I meant for their sakes. They're scum of the earth, I know, but he's still my mate. And that one in the middle, what's with him? Never seen someone go so calmly to this. I don't even want to name it. It's supposed to be a sign of God's curse, isn't it? Then some idiots come from the town and laugh and throw insults at their dying. Brat! Get alive! That other bloke on the cross, not my mate, the other one, joins in the insults. He's yelling at the Nazareth guy, mocking him. Seriously? You're going to have them as your last words on this earth? Some people never learn. Then my mate opens his mouth. He's nearly done, I can tell. I hope he has something better. This is his last chance before he meets Abraham, if that's where he's headed. Please, mate. Please, mate, for once in your life, make the right choice.
Jesus, remember me when you come into your kingdom.